You're listening to the Plug Podcast, music and more with Bushy and Metal Mike.
Welcome to another edition of the Plug Podcast, music and more with Bushy and Metal Mike. I am Bushy. That is my brother from another mother, Metal Mike. How are you, brother?
Busy being Metal Mike, being Mike in general. It's a full-time job, Bushy. It's hard.
Oh, I feel you. I gotta tell you something hilarious. I got a new studio set up. I went ahead and ordered a new desk. I can fit all my stuff on it.
I think I need to get one, bro, because I don't know if you know this, but my computer, as much as I love it, they said, hey, upgrade to Windows 11 because after October, they're not going to support it. I tried to upgrade it and it won't let me. It's saying that my PC's not compatible, which basically means I got to buy a new PC. And I'm looking around. I'm going to probably get a really nice one and just do a payment plan on it. So I'm going to have to look into that. And it sucks, though, because I really do love this PC of mine. But, I'm still going to keep it. Who knows? Maybe I can roll with two computers, man. But I might have to get me a bigger desk, I guess, is long story short, man. So I kind of
did. It's not as big as I thought it was. Things in the picture are always bigger than in real life. That's what I tell my girl all the time.
Objects are closer than what they appear.
Yeah.
Is that what your rear view mirror says?
Yeah. But so I'm building this thing, and my daughter's at work. 20 minutes to 7, I find out that I have put everything on backwards. Now, I haven't gotten to the top part yet, but my stabilizing bars in the back are the holes to bolt them down are in the front. So I'm ticked. And my whole studio area here, dude, it's thrashed because I had so much junk on my little desk. There's no room to move around in here. So I've got to get it done. This is Monday night.
Dude.
So, Nevaeh's like, I need a ride home. What, dude? Why? Well, my fiance, I don't know if he wants his name mentioned. He was doing a side job, and he's not out of there yet. And I said, well, he should have known that an hour ago. Why are you just now telling me? And it was just because I was mad because I knew I had to take this thing apart. So I'm mad, but
you're already pressed for time.
Yeah, because I'm old and I go to bed. So I go get her. She gets out at 7, and I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm just mad in general. I'm not necessarily mad at her, but I did text her.
You're frustrated, yeah.
Your generation's doomed. No common sense. You could have let me know an hour ago, and I would have planned differently. I'd have still been mad because I messed this up. So I go pick her up, and I'm sitting in there, and I realize I haven't eaten since I got home at 3:45. I'm starved, so I'm on the app, and I'm ordering, Nasty Donald's. And I'm like, do you want anything?
Nasty Donald.
And she says, no, I'm good, Dad. So I order my Nasty Donald's, and I drive down there even further away from my house to go get my Nasty Donald's. Get into the parking lot, hit my slot number 3, which is where I always park when I go in there. And I sat there, and I sat there, and I sat there, and I sat there for 40 flipping minutes, man, before they brought me out 3 snack wraps and a large darn Coke. And the woman could just see in my face, because I have that resting bitch face. Bad. If I'm not smiling, you can tell I am not happy. And she said, I am sorry, I have nothing but new people, and they don't know what they're doing. I look at her and reach into my bag, and the fries are piping hot. So I said, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Get home, I still have to deal with this thing. I got lucky. I did not have to take all the shelves out of the legs and such. Because you know how it is, when you unbolt everything from the main frame and put it over here, if it's got the shelves in it, it never lines up. God was on my side on this one. Everything lined up. I still didn't get to bed till 11 o'clock. That's late for Bushy, okay? That is late for Bushy.
Well, when you got to get up you got to get up at 5 or be
I get up at 5 o'clock because I like to have my coffee. I like to watch the news.
You're not like me. See, I can just get up, brush my teeth.
I'm grown. I don't do this get up and run out the door crap. I'm grown. I ease into my day.
Grown.
You know, I let my dog out, or Neved's dog out. I put her out. As soon as I get up, the first thing I do is let Athena out.
I'm grown.
At 5:30, I bring her back in. Here's my problem. Nevada comes and wakes me up at 10 minutes to freaking 6. Dad, you got to get up. And I'm like, well, why didn't you wake me up? She said, I just woke up too. This kid gets up at 4 o'clock every morning. Dude,
so you both overslept?
Tuesday was miserable. Now, we all got to work on time. The dog got out. She didn't get her 30-minute run time I normally give her. And she didn't pee or poop on my floor. Thankful for that. But man, when I got to work, even the people at work, like the quality control lady, she comes and checks every half hour, measures your parts, makes sure everything's still in line. She walks up to me at 7 o'clock in the morning when we start. She's like, you okay? I said, you remember we had that conversation where I get up at 5 o'clock every morning because I like to have coffee and ease into the day? Yeah, that didn't happen today. So it's just a mental thing I've got to get by. You know? I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just mad.
Right.
Luckily, it ended up being a good day and I got over it. But oh gosh, what a start to the week.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah. Well, as I said, like, we last night, man, I had to leave work early, but I came in early because we went to see Toto with Men at Work and Christopher Cross. In fact, I'm sporting a Christopher Cross shirt. That's right. DJ Metal Mike. I love other kinds of music. And dude, when you find out more about him, did you watch the Yacht Rock documentary yet on Max, HBO Max? Oh, you need to check it out, dude. But here's something.
Max, I was trying to make a decision because you can order them with Prime. And I got BritBox instead. And Mrs. Brown's Boys is now my favorite thing ever. I sit there and laugh and laugh and laugh. But yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I don't have.
No, it's cool. So, basically, it's a great documentary, but I found out things about Christopher Cross I didn't know. Well, Bill posted it in his post. If you saw it, when he did Arthur's theme, he at one point in time, he filled in for Richie Blackmore with Deep Purple, which I'm going. Now, we all know how badass Richie Blackmore is. He's a great guitar player, right? So, yeah, I mean, that tells you right there, Christopher Cross got some chops, man.
Yeah, he can play.
Also, he was selling weed to make money to where he could record this album. And he was tripping on acid when he rode Ride Like the Wind. I'm like, I love this guy, man. I mean, I was a fan anyway, because my dad had that record. I think everybody's parents had that.
Oh, yeah. My mom was back then I just called it easy listening. Yacht rock.
Well, that's what it was. It was
80s,
soft rock. It was soft rock, easy listening, or adult contemporary rock. That's what they called it in the 90s. All the same thing, yacht rock. And I can understand,
Barbra Streisand, the Bee Gees, all that stuff. I like it all because of my mom. Yeah.
So, and I do think Christopher Cross especially does kind of classify as yacht rock because, I mean, damn, dude, like Sailing, if that ain't a yacht rock song, I don't know what is, So it's like, even though it's funny because some of the musicians that are on there go, I've never been on a boat in my damn life. Which I thought was hilarious. I've never been on a yacht. I've been on a boat, but I've never been on a damn yacht, man. And I'm just cracking up. But it is a really, really good documentary, man, because, I mean, the one thing I'm a big fan of is, as much as I love metal even, and it's why I am a music lover, is when I see amazing musicianship, I'm always like, whoa, no matter what genre it is. And I'm telling you, last night, man, every one of those guys, and they still have it. Like, none of them are spring chickens, but they still had it, man. And Toto was phenomenal. I mean, Steve Lukather, man, that dude could shred, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, Men at Work were great, and Christopher Cross was great, and yeah, we had a lot of fun, man. We had a lot of fun.
Awesome. That's
awesome. So
I understand the musicianship. I mean, you were there when we interviewed Jared Miller. I mean, I wanted you to know about the stellar musicians.
Oh yeah,
I don't listen to that kind of music on the regular, but I'll still listen to it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean,
go down there just to listen to it. So.
Right. I mean, I remember years ago, and this is years ago, man, somebody was going through my CD collection. You know, they know me as, even then, I was the metal guy, you know, which I'm not complaining. I kind of was. But they would look at me and go, you like Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles, or you like the Commodores? And I'm like, well, yeah, you know, like, I love music. Like,
yeah, good
I don't
music
just,
is
I'm
good
not
music.
24/7, guys, you know, like maybe 23 hours out of the day. No, all kidding aside, you know, I love hard rock and metal. That will always be my first love. But man, I love all kinds of music, you know. So yeah, it was a great show, though. It really was a lot of fun, man.
That's awesome. I'm so jealous. But that's not why we're here. We are here to talk a little hard rock. Yeah, I guess.
I think Alice Cooper definitely, whether it's the Alice Cooper band and even mostly solo Alice, even though he delved into metal, but to me, that's not that big a stretch.
No, he didn't he didn't do a whole lot of it. What did he do? He did what? Raise Your Fist, Constrictor, Trash.
Brutal Planet's pretty heavy record.
But I mean, that was a 4-record run where he.
Oh yeah. And even then, it was different styles.
Maybe like Last Temptation a little bit-ish, but even then, he was kind of.
Yeah, and I think
coming off.
I think Constrictor's more glam metal, where
so was Raise Your Fist, if you ask me.
I think Raise Your Fist and Yell was more. I mean, yeah, there's some glam metal elements to it, but there's some. I mean, I think it's a heavier album than Constrictor. Personally, I think it's more raw. But then
Roses All White Laces on Constrictor, though, and that's brutal.
No, it isn't. That's
on Raise Your Fist as well?
Yes, it is, and I love that song. That's one of my all-time favorite solo Alice Cooper songs, man. I love that track. I love how it goes from Gale into
that. It is Raise Your Fist, yeah. Okay. But we're not here to talk about the solo group.
That's true. But yeah, you know, hard rock, shock rock. It's kind of like what I said in my recent retrospective review that you can see on Cranium Radio right now. I did Black Sabbath, Master of Reality, and I kind of kept it short and sweet. But one of the things I said,
I don't believe it.
I did. I streamlined the hell out of it, so much so that Jeff was kind of like, "Whoa, dude!" Like, and I just said, you know what? I just felt like in this case, less was more. Like, I could have done a track by track review, but
ladies and gentlemen, what he did is he had his 17 pages. And he typed that in the chat GPT, and they dropped it down to like 2 paragraphs. That's what happened.
No, it's about a paragraph long. Smart guy. But I didn't do a track by track because I just feel like most music lovers, I think, are going to know, especially metalheads. They know Master of Reality. I mean, it's one of those essential Sabbath albums, you know. The one thing I did say about it, like I've said before, I feel that Black Sabbath owes their entire existence, or every metal band, no matter what subgenre, owes their entire existence to Black Sabbath, and I still stand by that. With that being said, though, the stoner metal, doom metal, stoner rock, doom metal, you know, subgenres, they owe their entire riffing existence to Master of Reality, man. I mean, there's no question. And while I think every theatrical rock, theatrical metal or shock rock band owes their entire shocking existence to Alice Cooper and the Alice Cooper Band. I mean, there's no doubt. To me, he kind of started it, you know, like. I mean,
Freeman J. Hawkins, maybe a little bit.
Well, sure.
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give definitely honorable mention. I know he was before Alice, but I think Alice was the guy that the fact that
more made it scary. Maybe, I don't know.
Made it more creepy. Made it the subject matter, the presentation. Well, he even said, you know, you have rock heroes. I want to be the rock villain. And that's what Alice did. And of course, we know Kiss saw him at Madison Square Garden, and they're just slugging it in the clubs. They haven't made it yet. And they were all like, well, what if there were 4 Alices instead of just one, you know? Yes. Which was brilliant. I feel that Alice Cooper, and especially the Alice Cooper band, like as much as I love solo Alice, and I do, there's a lot of records I love. I like the Alice Cooper band more. I just think that the chemistry that Alice had with those guys is just second to none. And you want to talk about a band of musicians that I don't think get the love they deserve. I mean, every one of them was amazing. I mean, the late, great Glenn Buxton, what a great lead guitarist. Michael Bruce, what a great rhythm guitarist. Both of them great songwriters. You got Dennis Dunaway, man. Some of those tasty bass lines that he does through any of their old stuff. And, as a little guy, I didn't realize that there was an Alice Cooper band. Because the Alice Cooper I remembered was Welcome, as a little fella, was Welcome to Your Nightmare. And that was probably my first exposure to Alice. And even for years, I didn't know. Like, I just assumed it was all, like, Alice was a solo artist. It wasn't until many years later that I did some research and found out more and got some of the older Alice Cooper band albums where I'm like, oh my God, because, dude, the Alice Cooper band essentially broke up in 1973.
Yeah.
I was like 3 years old, or maybe 3. Okay, I don't
wasn't even
remember.
around.
Yeah, like my earliest memories of Alice Cooper, I think, was Welcome to Your Nightmare, and it was the TV special, so I liked him, but
mine was Sesame Street.
And the only reason why I even knew about Alice Cooper was because of my cousin Mitchell, because Mitchell, him and my neighbor across the street, Kevin Barnes, they liked Kiss, but they were just like, guys, it really is. We have, again, you got to think, we, us Tyler boys, have to thank Kiss, though, because they opened that gateway, and then it enabled, because we were just driving Kevin and Mitchell nuts with our Kiss obsession to where they're like, guys, there's other bands. So I was extremely fortunate. I've said this many times that most guys my age, Bushy, probably didn't know most of those bands, were exposed to them much later in life. Like maybe their gateway metal bands or even gateway metal albums was stuff like, okay, we'll use Kiss. We'll use the Kiss template real quick. Love Gun, Alive 2, maybe even Dynasty was their gateway Kiss album. You see what I'm saying? Like, because he brought Alive home, and I was such a young fellow. Well, he was too. And then, Kevin and Mitchell just got so, just Kiss. They were like, guys, enough. Here, listen to this. And, because if you like this, you're going to like this. And man, were they right. But yeah, for the longest time, I just assumed Alice was a solo guy, always. I didn't know about the Alice Cooper band. So, but I always did remember liking the older stuff more. Like, as much as I love Welcome to My Nightmare, I'll take the Alice Cooper band, any of their albums over it. That's me. As I've gotten older, especially.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree. Now, there's solo albums that I do like to go back to.
Me too. I'm not disparaging Alice's solo stuff.
No, I know. But I remember the cassette that I played the most out of all the Alice cassettes I had was Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits.
Boom! I had that on CD, bro.
Yeah, and that
my
was
first
nothing
Alice
but
Cooper CD.
Yeah, and that was nothing but the Alice Cooper group. It wasn't Alice Cooper; it was the Alice Cooper group.
Well, technically, that was the official release by the Alice Cooper band. I
didn't even know that, but man, it had everything: Desperado and Be My Lover, and Teen and School's Out. All these great, iconic songs.
Teenage Laminate '74, love that song.
Yeah. And that's why I'm really excited that we're talking about this new album. Now, you said it didn't get the love because of timing. Well, look, we can't do anything about that timing, and I am not going to...
No, it's getting love. It's getting love. I've been doing some research, and most of the reviews and most of the responses that I've seen by my fellow podcasters and even online radio personalities is very positive. My big brother, Scapegoat, likes it. Jeff Allen at Cranium Radio likes it. I'm pretty damn sure Joseph Staub likes it. Dr. Ralph Vieira likes it. I think most everybody that I've talked to likes it. So
it's the return of the Alice Cooper group.
I'm just saying it came out, and because I was looking forward to this album so much, Bushy. When I heard Black Mamba, I was like, oh my God, loved it, thought it was amazing. Spoiler alert, but come on, the song's been out for how long now? We even talked about it before this episode. Yeah. So I'm like stoked. And I kind of almost forgot about this record because Ozzy dying just kind of, I think for all of us, I mean, it is what it is.
I still got it that Friday. And I admittedly only listened to half of it because I knew we were going to review it. So I knew I would have to give it the time it deserved. But I had to start listening right away. Did you
get a digital copy or?
Yeah.
You know what I did though? Well, you know what? I'll tell you after we do the review what I've done. You want to get started?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Revenge of Alice Cooper.
I love the name, by the way.
What a great album title. The cover is amazing. It's very 70s, late 60s. Everything about just the look and feel of it before you even put it on is awesome.
Dude, I love it. I love the cover, and I love the little tagline underneath in quotes, the return album the world was afraid of. Yeah. Love it.
It's great. We both know Black Mamba's an absolute banger. It's got cool groove. Could have been on Killer. We both love it. Do we have to talk about that song anymore? Do you have anything to add?
I don't really think so, man. I mean, the only thing I was going to say is that the one thing I did love about the song right off the bat, though, was the whole atmospheric bass playing of Dennis Dunaway, where he's giving it that really creepy, of course, Alice with his vocals and his cadence. Right. And I just think he's, just very underrated, Dennis Dunaway is. That sinister dialogue he does, personifying the deadly Black Mamba snake. I just totally, and I love the yayas. I love that part.
I do too. The only thing that could have made that. The only thing that could have made it better was for him to be na-na-nas.
See, I don't care. Ya-ya-ya's or na-na-nas. I would have been fine with it.
It was great. But
I kind of like the ya-ya's because it's different. Everybody does na-na-nas, well, not everybody, but a lot of people do. Journey. Na, 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 na. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, favorite Journey song.
Oh, I love that song. It's classic Cooper, and it's what I've been waiting for a long time, man. Like, I've been waiting for this as an Alice Cooper fan for a long time, and I'm like, thank God. I mean, part of me is like, Alice, dude, what took so long? At the same time, I'm also, hey, man, if this is like the end, what a way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Because this is the 8th studio album by the rock band Alice Cooper, but it's Alice's 30th studio album, including his 22 solo albums, along with, overall, the ones he did with the Alice Cooper band. Yeah, dude, great track. So that's all I have to say about that.
That's all. We're almost done. Let me go ahead and get into Wild Ones. I kept this one short and sweet. I love the tempo. It's got a real cool intro. I really dig the chorus. I'm going to give more credit to the bass on this than Black Mamba, man, because the bass is just smoking. I totally dig this jam.
Bro, the Wild Ones, a very cool upbeat track. Again, reminds me of the old school, man. It's like no time passed between Muscle of Love and this record. Like, this record seamlessly. It's almost like if their goal was, hey, let's go back in a time machine and capture that magic of what we had back in the day. It almost makes me wish, because you know why the band broke up, don't you?
No, I wasn't there.
What ended up happening, because I did some research, was I thought they had a falling out. And Alice is like, well, I'm going to just keep the Alice Cooper name and go on my own. Well, that kind of happened, but what really happened was they took a break after Muscle of Love. They were kind of burned out. They wanted to take a break, and they decided. But I think Dennis Dunaway and Michael Bruce both decided to do solo albums, and their manager at the time, which I believe was Irving Azoff, I could be wrong about that, but it was one of their legendary managers, just said, you sure you want to do that? is if you do that, Alice might do a solo album. That might cause problems. Well, that's exactly what happened. Alice goes to Bob, says, hey, I got this idea that I want to tell this story. Welcome to my nightmare. Blows up. After that, man, Alice wasn't really interested in getting back with the boys anymore, and they kind of felt betrayed. But Glenn Buxton, from what I understand, he just quit altogether. Like, they reformed and called themselves, they did one record called the $1 Billion Babies, which if you can find it, good luck. I mean, from what I hear, it's a pretty good record, you know, which doesn't surprise me. Michael and Dennis, them guys were great songwriters, you know. I mean,
sure.
They, a lot, you know, I mean, the Alice Cooper Band was very much a collaboration most times. There was a few songs, though, where they would write the song themselves. Like, I think Be My Lover is Michael song. It's not Michael Bruce song. He wrote that, which, again, makes sense when you hear the lyric, she asked me why the singer's name is Alice. You know,
yeah.
But yeah, I think that it's just crazy how they were able to recapture that sound. But yeah, so Alice, of course, he doesn't look back, and then so there were some hard feelings on the guys' part, but Irvin's like, dude, I tried telling you guys not to do it, you know, because that gave Alice the doorway. And I don't think Alice did it out of maliciousness. I just think he felt like, you know what? And I think they were burned out by the time, because as good a record as Muscle of Love is, you could kind of tell the wheels were starting to come off a little bit. I mean, not that it's a bad record. It's not like they just went out and put out a total piece of crap of a record. But you know how it is sometimes with a band, you know, they were constantly touring and performing, and especially back in the 70s, dude, it was just a constant cycle, you know, and I think it kind of took its toll on Alice and the boys. But yeah, I absolutely love this song. I think the musicianship is just stellar. Love this track, man.
Outstanding. Take Up All Night.
Up All Night. Love the groovy intro and riff. The kind of track that you can walk down the street with some swag, you know, with your chest sticking out. You know what I mean? Just a total swag track. I love it, man. I think it's great. It's kind of funny, though, because, you know, Alice is like, how many years old? He's talking about, you know, basically being able to, because when he says Up All Night, he's talking about this.
Oh, yeah.
I just think that is hilarious, man. I'm like, so in my mind, he's taking a lot of Cialis and Viagra. Because, hey, I can relate to that. I'm an old guy, too, now. So what did you think, Bushy?
That's funny. I wrote down it's another winner. The opening riff is awesome. The chorus cracks me up, knowing how old Alice Cooper is. But, man, it's a fun song.
It sure is, man.
No,
and if you imagine yourself, like, if this was 1975, it would have fit right in.
Oh, yeah. I really dig the tune, and I love the doo-wop stuff that's going on in there.
Yes.
Got a real cool solo, great lyrics, just a great rock and roll tune. I'll go ahead and take Kill the Flies. I absolutely love the eerie intro before the music kind of kicks in, but it doesn't disappoint when the band comes in, man. It's got cool lyrics, and I love the whole insane asylum angle. It's just a creepy, fun Alice Cooper group with killer musicianship, great guitar solos. It's actually one of my favorites on the album. In fact, after this album dropped, I did my first show at Cranium. This is the song that I played on the air. Great tune. Love Kill the Flies. Probably my second favorite.
Dude, it's right up there with Black Mamba. As far as I'm concerned, I adore this track, man. It's easily, again, could have been on a track on Killer or $1 Billion, any of them classic Cooper albums. I love the harmonies, and not only on this track, but the whole album. Like the way, that's one of the things I did miss about the Alice Cooper Band, is because those guys could sing too, and they would harmonize with Alice, and it just was so good, man. And I really miss that. So we get that in spades on this record, and yep. I love it. I love the chorus. Flies, these damn flies. I hate these flies. Kill the flies. It's so awesome, dude. I mean, I know this is turning into a love fest, and some people might hate that because they like it when we, do that. But man, this is great, dude. Like, to me, I'm gonna say right now, if you're an Alice Cooper fan, I don't see how you couldn't like this record. I got to call you out almost. Like, are you really an Alice Cooper fan? Because I'm sorry, dude. This is like just classic Alice Cooper band, man.
Take One Night Stand.
All right, One Night Stand. I love the whole surfer rock vibe of the song, if that makes any sense.
That's interesting, and you'll see why.
I think it's a really cool song about a female serial killer who meets her opposite number and then consequently her own demise, which happens twice actually with her. I loved it. Another bloody one night stand. Thought it was great. Just total Cooper. I love the lyrics. I loved everything about it. What's your opinion, bud?
It's funny you said surfer because I didn't get that as I was listening the bass and the guitars. I said great vibe, a lot like The Cure, with a very Alice Cooper with very Cooper type lyrical content. Yeah,
I don't know. I kind of got like this surfer rock vibe.
I could remember as I was listening, I was like, oh my God, that's almost a straight rip from this Cure song. And I don't know if it was Just Like Heaven or what, but I totally got that vibe off of them.
I didn't even think about The Cure, but I mean, I'm not that.
You're not super familiar with them.
Right. So.
I did write in here, where is this character meeting these murderous women?
Right. You know, like not one, but two.
Yeah,
it kind of makes you wonder if he's like a Dexter. Is he like stalking these chicks and knows what they're doing and then takes them out?
I'm telling you. And I was like, I love the whole tables being turned on the killers. You know, it's just a great song.
Yes, I agree.
I'm going to take Blood on the Sun. This is, for lack of a better term, the epic track. It's a little over 6 minutes long.
Yes.
The first minute is very Beatles-esque to me, both in feel and how the verse is sung. I dig it. I dig the change. Moving into the second verse kind of picks up a little bit. It's got a cool breakdown after that second chorus, moving into the guitar solo. You know, that break is real cool, moving into this crazy other little guitar solo. And at the 4-minute, 20-second mark, man, there's such a cool Pink Floyd type vibe before picking up into that second chorus all over again and that whole feel. This is a great tune. You're going to hear great tune just about every time. It's probably third favorite. This one actually replaced Black Mamba because I just think it's that great a song. What do you think of Blood on the Sun?
Oh man, for me, well, Dennis Dunaway, the bass player, wrote this song on all his own. I love this track. It's the epic on the album, like you said. It's tied with Black Mamba and Kill the Flies is my favorite track. I adored it. I just thought it was great. I loved all the different changes, and it reminded me of like you know, songs like kind of like Hello Hooray and songs like that, you know, which I don't know. I thought it was great, man. Love it.
Awesome. We're going to do number 7, and then we got to take a break. So number 7, Crap That Gets in the Way of Your Dreams, Metal Mike.
I dig this song as well. It's almost punky in a way, and I can relate to the lyrics, which says something about me maybe. But I mean, I think we've all been there in life, like, you know, the crap that gets in the way of your dreams, man. It's like, it's so true. It's just so true.
Life gets in the way of living.
Right. And so, yeah, and like, I did like, because I left work early yesterday to go to the concert, and I did all my note taking then. But I've been listening to this album like there's about 6 or 7 times, man. You know, going to work, listening to it at work when I can't, and just can't really get enough of it, man. I absolutely love it. And again, this song is a classic example of it. So that's my take, man. What's yours?
Man, great riff, cool lyrics. I do take umbrage with one part of this song. It pains me to say this. I really don't like Alice's vocal on it.
Really?
Something weird. I don't know. And I know he's down in that lower register. He's not doing the higher pitch growly thing. But other than the vocal, I love everything about the song. I love the content. I love.
Well, it's almost like you're kind of nitpicking in a way. Then, like if that's all you.
It's not a nitpick. It's something that absolutely bothered me throughout the song. The way singing
it didn't bother me at all, man. I liked it, but okay, that's cool. I mean, you know,
I like the song. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of those deals where, well, this bothers me so much I can't listen to it.
Ruins the album for me, or
absolutely not. It was just, well, that's a weird creative choice, in my opinion, because I'm the one that made the record, you know. But I tell you what, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a pause right here and get a word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back.
The Plug Podcast have partnered with Dubby in an effort to grow together. The Plug Podcast has made the decision to get a sponsor. Our reason for this, no flawed ingredients. It's not 2018 anymore, and energy drinks need to evolve. Dubby achieves its smooth, effective focus with a high-end tasting experience while using no sugar, no fillers, and no artificial color or dyes. It's called Being Better. Focus and win more. Our coffee fruit cherry extract is the star of the show. This ingredient is what makes Dubby unique and helps to provide smooth and effective focus and energy, making it perfect for anyone who needs to conquer a task. Best-in-class taste, smooth focus and energy isn't enough. Dubby flavors are created with one goal in mind, to taste unlike any other beverage. We combine bold and unique flavor combinations to craft an experience for your tongue with each and every sip. Use promo code ThePlugPodcast for 10% off your purchase.
Dubby Dubby.
All right, let's take a short break. Okay, we're back.
And we're back. Escape, if you could put that clip of Kramer doing that, that would be great. Just put that whole blooper in. It's got to be okay for fair use. You know, just him eating the chips and having the drink.
There you go.
Yeah, we are speaking on the Alice Cooper group's Great Return, The Revenge of Alice Cooper. Going through that album. We are on track 8. I believe it's my turn. Famous Face. This is just another great tune. I feel like, and I could be wrong, this could be the Alice Cooper group getting modern. We were already talking about 80-year-old Alice being able to keep it up all night, which is gross but hilarious. But I feel like it's poking fun at social media influencers as you're listening to this thing, which is just fine with me because those guys are so self-absorbed.
Narcissistic fucks.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, it's like,
pardon my French.
It's like I like progressive music. So I'm going to give myself a name because I like things in my butt. I'm going to call myself the Proctologist. Oh, shots fired. I think it's got solos. It's a great song. Love it.
Wow, okay. How do I follow that, dude? Track 8, Famous Face, written by Michael Bruce, who, of course, wrote one of my all-time favorite Alice Cooper songs, Be My Lover.
Good
Love
tune.
that track.
Good tune.
Which is, of course, from my personal favorite album, Killer. That's my favorite Alice Cooper band album. I love this track as well. It's just a very catchy track with great hooks, lots of groove and swag. And like you said, I definitely think I think it's shots across the bow to all these influencers, you know, which I know may sound hypocritical. I mean, here I'm doing a podcast, which is also being shown on YouTube. But look, man,
like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Oh yeah, we need to say that a lot, don't we? Yes, please. And because I ain't influencing anybody. Okay, I'm not. I will never, no matter what happens with this pot. Like, let's say we get huge. I'm not an influencer. I hate that
My
shit.
head will get so big, I will talk smack to all of you little people. No.
I hate that. I'm an influencer. Why? Because people watch your stuff? That just says you.
I'm gonna start calling Sinjak and Camaro that.
And I don't. And I'm not. Look, I mean, hey, that's cool if you get that many views. I'm not bagging you for that.
No,
hey,
I'm jealous. You're getting paid to sit in front of the computer like this.
Get good on you, and I hope I get
sitting there
one.
lifting metal all darn day long.
Even if we get to where we get monetized for this, I still don't consider myself an influencer. I mean, that makes it sound like, to me, it's very like you're trying to make yourself more important than you really are.
You really are, yeah.
You're a YouTuber, okay? You're a TikToker. You're not an influencer. You ain't influencing me. I'm going to do what I want, all right?
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Whoever came up with that term, I kind of want to throat punch them. I'm an influencer.
Well, I want to throw punch that person and the first person to say, well, that's what aboutism, because you're pointing out my hypocrisy. Ugh.
Whatever, you know.
Word too. Another made-up word.
There's a bunch of them.
Go ahead and take Money Screams.
All right, man. Just another really fun tune. These guys get back together and are just able to recapture their chemistry. It's like if they do Muscle Love and then 74, 75, they release this record, it would have fit right in.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Remember when we spoke on Black Mamba, I kind of cracked a joke, and I wasn't trying to be disparaging. I hate that word. You use it all the time. I'm going to use it this time, though. I wasn't disparaging their music, bit my tongue, musicianship, but I cracked a joke about, like, my Lord, did they not learn how to play anything further than what they were doing back in the
Didn't they progress? Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Did they pull an Ace Frehley? They never got any better? Well,
hey,
guitar solos.
You shut your whore mouth, Bushy.
There's some instances in this album where you find out, oh no, they're a lot better.
Oh yeah.
They just have a sound and it works.
Yeah, of course. But that's what I love about it. I mean, it's to me, it's amazing musically. It's a very upbeat track, which is weird because the lyrically, it's a very dark track about basically, it's about essentially people killing themselves to live, to quote Black Sabbath, killing yourself to live. It's you're doing everything you can. You're trying to make money just so you can make ends meet. And how and it's not really saying that all money's evil, or that it's just saying money screams. Like, instead of money talks, it screams. And I like that. I just love the play on words. And I love this track, man. Another winner. There's not a bad track on this album so far.
No. I put down here, I kept it short and sweet. This is just a great tune. For me, it was very punk. It was very Ramones-like because it was very simple. The guitar work was very simple. It seemed like it was a lot of down picking, and if it wasn't down picking, it was just, even the guitar solos in it were very simple, real cool groove. I love the play on words as well. It's just a great tune. What a Sid. Now, this one makes me think of the School's Out album, and I freaking love it. It's very jazzy. It's very Broadway. It's so cool. Great guitar work, great bass work, great drums. I, in here, wrote second favorite on the album, but that's while I was taking my notes on the second listen. it's definitely in the top 5 because, man, I really like Blood on the Sun, and I really like Kill the Flies, and I really like Black Mamba. But man, this is such a good tune. What a Sid. What do you think of this?
Dude, I gotta kind of echo everything you just said. I don't know if I can add to it other than it was written by Dennis Dunaway and Alice Cooper, and I adore this track. It's very vaudevillian, though, is the word I used. It reminded me of like a vaudeville show, and I loved that, and just the whole "What a Sid," like just even the name. I was just like, this is awesome, and it's like, if their goal, obviously, and another thing, we need to give a shout out to Bob Ezrin, the legendary producer, who really is like the silent member or the 6th or 7th member of the Alice Cooper band. I mean, he's that essential, I think, to them. Well, even Alice, the solo artist, I mean, him and Bob have a long history of working together, and I think and Bob helped write some of these songs, so full kudos to him as well, and I think the production on this record was great. Like, they literally recorded this in Connecticut in an old school studio to get that. I mean, obviously their goal is, let's do an album for the old school Alice Cooper fans, and they succeeded. I mean, anybody who was...
I wonder if they recorded analog. I didn't look that up.
They did. I think they did. I think they did, Bushy. I just read... where was that? I read. I know I read it somewhere, man. They literally had recorded. They recorded it, and maybe it was because, I don't know. I know I read it somewhere that they literally recorded the album in Connecticut, and I think it might have been an analog studio. Like, they really wanted to recapture that essence, and I think they succeeded, like, totally. Like, mission accomplished. Like, anybody, like my cousin Mitchell, my late great cousin, he would have loved this. He would have absolutely adored this record. And here's another thing. This album is for all the old school fans who were there buying the records back in the day, the teenagers.
Yeah.
But it's also for us who grew up on Alice. It's anybody that loves album-oriented rock.
Yes.
Which is something that, let's be honest, us old guys, we're all about it. It's not like that anymore. It's usually more about views and singles, which is a shame. I don't want to be that, I'll get off my lawn guy, but that's how I feel. I mean, I do feel that the album is kind of, I don't think it's ever going to go away completely, but it does seem, I mean, because let's be honest, dude, even when these bands put out albums, artists, no matter what genre, they'll put out like 2 or 3 singles before the album even comes out. And I know part of that's because that's what gets the listens. That's what gets
but they did that back in the day too. You released
but not like now, dude. They might put out a single, and then maybe when the album comes out, another single, and then but not 3 or 4 before the album even comes out, man. And they do that a lot. They do that a lot, man. It's just something I've noticed. Dude, I think that I absolutely love this track. What a Sid was great.
Great tune. Take Intergalactic Vagabond Blues. What a great title.
I love that title, dude. Right there, I'm like, it's almost like I wanted to do my Christopher Walken, just go, you had me at hello. You know what I mean? Like, it was like right off, you had me with the title, whoa. But just written by the whole band, including Bob Ezrin. Again, just another very cool bluesy track. This is them showing their love for the blues. Alice playing the harp. Freaking love it, man. I love that, dude. I'm like, hell to the yeah. I'm like, I love it when Ozzy would always play the harp, which wasn't very often, and I love it when Alice does it too. Stellar track. What are your thoughts?
Great up-tempo rocker. You get a little Alice harmonica, great guitar fills. That's the thing. If you're paying attention while you're listening, there's some great fills going on in this. And this is the first time I heard really great fills. There's always good riffs and good solos. This had great fills. Again, the doo-wop backing vocals. And then there's this point where you get to the guitar solo and everything gets kind of crazy inside there, man. It's typical Alice Cooper group. It's insane. It's awesome. The next track, number 12, there's only 14 on there. There are 2 bonus tracks
if you get the longer vinyl or whatever.
Yeah, you got to get the vinyl, which I don't have, so I didn't review those, obviously. What Happened to You? This was give me the name.
The late great Glenn Buxton.
Yes.
His special appearance, which I love that on the cover. Special appearance by Glenn Buxton.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's just that real weird flangy guitar, but I could be wrong. But it's a great driving song, man. Good solos. I love the honky tonk rock and roll piano in this. That really stuck out to me. I don't think there was enough of Buxton guitar in there to comment a whole lot on it. Like I said, I think it's just that weird flangy.
Well, I mean, even if that's all that's there by Glenn, it's still cool that they were able to take that.
It's absolutely cool. They're able to put it in there.
They're paying love and respect for their fallen comrade in arms, and I love that.
Got no hate for it.
Oh, I know you don't, man, because, man, you want to talk about just amazing musicianship throughout this record, man. I mean, you got the killer rhythm section of Dunaway and Smith, man. You got freaking Michael Bruce doing his thing. And, let's give a shout out to the other guys. I mean, one, on Black Mamba, you have, of course, Robbie Krieger of The Doors playing the lead guitar. Holy damn, all right? Yeah. Like, shut the front door, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Oh, yeah.
And then you got now I'm not familiar with either of these guys, but Gyasi Hus, or I don't know how you pronounce that, brother. I hope I'm not butchering your name, but I probably am. And Rick Tedesco filling in for the original guitarist, Glenn Buxton, who, of course, left us in 1997. And I love that, man. I love that. And apparently there's 2 songs on the, like you said, the 7-inch LP and bonus tracks, Return of the Spiders 2025 and Titanic Over Underture, which both have contributions from Buxton, Bruce, Dunaway, Smith, and Cooper, which I love that. Yeah, I do want to hear those tracks, man.
I'm going to have to pick that up.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I won't be able to, and I'll explain why. Unless, I don't know, maybe they have it on there. But anyway, I loved it, dude. I keep repeating this.
Yeah, it's just a great song. It's a great,
but it's so cool, man.
Take I Ain't Done Wrong, which hurts my brain to even utter words like that, because it's
your grammar
English.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. But well, I mean, it's the blues, dude. Written by Keith Relf, the lead singer and harp player of the Yardbirds. This is the Jeff Beck era, which I like that song too. I think they did a great job, man. And also, I think Alice like, I just want to play the harp again. So they play the harp on this song. Alice plays the harp, and just a really, really cool cover. If I had to pick a least favorite track on the album, it would be this one. But by no means does that mean I think, oh man, this sucks, or why'd they do this? I think, again, they were showing love for an artist in a band. I'm sure, you're talking about the Yardbirds. I mean, Jeff Beck played in the Yardbirds. Eric Clapton played in the Yardbirds. Jimmy Page. Originally, people forget that Jimmy was, they gave him the name Yardbirds. Led Zeppelin was originally the New Yardbirds until they decided, we're just going to call it something else. I mean, great cover. What are your thoughts, Bushy?
I really love the old school effects on the guitars in this intro. I didn't even think Yardbirds. It felt a lot like the original Spiders. It felt like the Spiders, from like, 65, 66, somewhere in that era, as opposed to Alice Cooper Group. But that's a compliment, okay?
Yes.
Because I love, and you have to get that Life and Crimes of Alice Cooper box set to hear any of this Spiders work.
Yeah, I'll have to, do you have that?
I think I have the Life and Crimes of Alice Cooper, yeah.
I'll have to.
There's a couple tracks that are the Spiders.
The Life and Crimes of Alice Cooper.
The Life and Crimes of Alice Cooper.
Look that up, man.
It'll be
I've
the
never
first
heard any
disc.
Spiders.
It's a 4-disc set. The first disc has 2 songs. It's compliments. It's a great song.
Well, then obviously the Yardbirds was an influence on that stuff.
I would take this over that crap that gets in the way of your dreams just because of Alice's vocal. If I was going to say, like, if I was going to skip something.
So for you, if you had a least favorite track, it would be that one.
Just because of the vocal. There's nothing wrong with that song. It's just that vocal.
I understand that, but I'm just saying that's your least favorite track on the album.
Yeah,
so far at least.
Yeah,
we're almost done.
Yeah, there's nothing done wrong. I mean, other than that horrible title that makes me sound like I can't speak. I love it. I love it. And then we get to the final track on the album, "See You on the Other Side." I'm like, is this a tribute to Glenn Buxton? Because if so, it's very well done. It's heartfelt. It's excuse me. It's frantic. Maybe manic in places. You know, they do that Alice Cooper thing where it gets real loud and noisy and there's a bunch going on, but it's a great tune, man. I think it's a great way to close the album. A lot of people might like a more upbeat type track. No, this works. This is a great way to close the record out.
Dude, I totally agree with you. See You on the Other Side, just an amazing closing track. And I totally felt that because I read the lyrics when I listened. When I sat down and did my notes, I read the lyrics to all the songs. Some really great lyrics by Alice in the song, even though there was I think one where Dennis wrote all by himself. And I think that this was definitely the boys. This was for Glenn. I would be shocked if it wasn't. And what's interestingly enough, I like the Ozzy track with the same title as well. You know, and just a really cool closing track. A phenomenal comeback, a reunion album, whatever you want to call it. This is what I wanted from Psycho Circus. This is what I wanted from 13, and it didn't quite get there. Now, I'm not saying that those albums were horrible. If there wasn't things on them that I liked, I did, but there was just something missing. I don't feel like there was anything missing with this reunion album. I think this may be the greatest reunion album I've ever heard from a band who hasn't done anything together. I mean, I know they did Detroit Stories, but that wasn't really a full-blown reunion because you had different members on different songs. And I actually did like that record. I know some people didn't, but I liked it. Of course, this just blows it away. I mean, just blows Detroit Stories away. But I do think if you don't have Detroit Stories, I don't know if you get this record, you know, because that was when Alice started. They had done a few one-off reunions at special shows or whatever where they would get together and just jam. But to record anything, if you don't have Detroit Stories, Bush, I don't know if you get The Revenge of Alice Cooper. So
you know what? I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. That's a good call. In Detroit Stories, that's an album that we did review on this.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it.
Pretty good praise.
Yeah. I mean, I liked it overall, you know. And like I said, that seemed to be an album though that got mixed reactions. Like people either dug it or they didn't. I really liked it. I thought it was cool, but you know, now do I think it's as good as the classic Alice Cooper band stuff? Did I think it was as good as some of his classic solo albums? No. I mean, but then again, I've always, with a lot of these legacy acts as they get older, I kind of, as they keep releasing new music, I lower my expectations. And it's not that I'm wanting to give that artist a free pass, but I'm just like, guys, give them a break, man. Because to me, a guy like Alice, just like Ozzy, even these guys, they have nothing to prove.
Right.
They did it. Okay, they did it. Thank you for all the amazing music you've done over the years, even though it's been a long time since the Alice Cooper Band did anything. But you know what I mean? Those albums are I mean, it's classic. They're classic, man. It's it's in my DNA, Bushy. You know what I mean?
The casual fan, maybe you don't understand how great this is, because you'll hear it be like, "Oh yeah, it sounds like the old stuff," but that's the point. Is the stuff that you think of as the old stuff is what made Alice Cooper the man.
That's Alice Cooper.
Not just the group. I mean,
that's the foundation.
Still touring to this day.
Yeah, that's the foundation.
Whatever years old. You know, but when you're hearing School's Out every summer on the last day of school, when you're hearing Be My Lover, when you're hearing Desperado, which is an amazing tune.
When you're hearing the Ballad of Dwight Fry, when you're hearing
Elected. My favorite Alice Cooper song was about Dwight Fry.
Yeah, when you're hearing Elected, or when you hear Desperado, when you hear, I mean, it's just so many
guys, and all these years later. Their last album dropped in 1973. It is 2025, people.
Right.
And I disagree. I think it's every bit is good.
No. I'm not talking about this album. I'm talking about Detroit Stories.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with Detroit Stories, I liked it. Did I think it was as great as, because there were some people that were very, I'm telling you, man, it was a divisive album, which shocked me because you and I gave it a good review.
Yeah, and I thought it was pretty good.
It was a pretty decent record, man. Yeah. As I said, is it Welcome to My Nightmare? Is it, no, but it was good,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like I said, and I feel this way about a lot of Legacy Acts, but sometimes Legacy Acts will surprise you. I mean, look at Deep Purple's last album, -1 or +1. Bushy, it's really, really good. They got a guy that's playing guitar that I think he's a better fit with them. Because I think they had Steve Morse in the band, and I like Steve. I saw him with Deep Purple. I saw that version of the band, and which I think was Mark 8. Yeah, and
see, I don't understand all that. Everyone.
Yeah, well, because there's been so many
separating all these different eras and such. I'm like. People say, "Do you like Deep Purple?" Yeah, I like Deep Purple.
Well, I mean,
I'm a very casual fan.
Right,
I don't care who's in front. Like, people get mad. Oh, this guy's singing now. There's only one person left in the band. I don't care. Is there one person left in the band? Well, then it's still that band.
Well, to me, it's still that band because with you got Roger Glover, you got Ian Pace, and you got Ian Gillan. That's Deep Purple, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
it wasn't Van Halen with Sammy.
You whatever. Shut the front door, Bushy. Okay.
You had Michael Anthony. You had Eddie Van Halen. You had Alex Van Halen. I'm just saying, you guys are hypocrites, okay?
No, I'm not. It sounded nothing like Van Halen.
Oh, it did.
It didn't even sound like Sammy Hagar. Do not get me started on that. Don't even get me started. Because if you're going to tell me that Van Hagar was better...
No, we're talking about Alice Cooper Group.
No. If you're going to tell me and sit there and say it's better than that, and it's better than Sammy Solo, and I'm talking before Van Hagar, and better than Montrose, quit smoking, whatever it is.
I like Sammy Solo after.
That's hit and miss with me, bro, to be honest.
Right. Well, that's fair. That's fair. And I know you're not a Sammy hater, so that's why.
Not at all. Yeah. Not at all. Like I said, as a kid growing up in St. Louis, I couldn't have been.
Right.
And I was disappointed.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole. I'll make you watch the David Lee Roth video that just aired.
OU 812.
Great.
Or not OU1. It's not that great.
Great.
Not for me. What's the album? 5150.
Yeah, that one's right.
I was disappointed as a Van Halen fan and a Sammy Hagar fan. You understand?
I was disappointed they led with a ballad.
It's disappointing with the whole record, man. Top 40 garbage. It's not even rock. Give me a break.
Well, see, I listen to Top 40. It's probably why I like that stuff so much.
Hated it. No, and you know what? I like.
We're not going down to Van Halen.
I like Top 40 music, Bushy. I like Top 40 music. I don't, but not from those guys. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, well.
They've been doing this, and all of a sudden they switch to
Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate it.
Anyway,
overall,
let's go back to a real good record.
Yeah, overall, Revenge of Alice Cooper, how would you rate it on your
dude,
horn
too much
scale?
metal for one hand. Okay, even though I do consider them more of a hard rock band than a metal band, but hard rock and heavy metal are siblings. There's not much of a difference.
And a lot of times, I don't know that I would even consider the Alice Cooper group hard rock, but you're right, man. It's two thumbs way up, four horns way up.
Again, you got to look at the times. Is it hard rock in 1970, whatever? Yeah. I mean, they were pretty heavy for the time, dude. You know, I mean,
yeah, maybe.
You know, I mean, they were, dude. They're.
I think the theatrics were more heavy than anything else.
That's true, but they were a rocking band, dude. They certainly weren't soft rock. Okay.
No. But it was rock and roll. I mean, hard rock compared maybe to, I don't know what the heck was popular in the 70s.
Hard rock was new then, though.
Yeah.
Like metal was. And a lot of people, you know. But anyway, an album that I recommend, and maybe we could do.
I mean, it wasn't Sabbath. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, no. But no. Who was heavier than Black Sabbath then? Nobody. Name one band that was heavier than Black Sabbath. Not even Zeppelin was as heavy as Black Sabbath.
No, but I see now Zeppelin I would call hard rock over Alice Cooper group.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I know it's two different sounds, but Zeppelin has more of a hard, heavy edge.
Well, part of that was the Bonham's drums, though. Let's be real.
Maybe, but still.
Okay, and secondly, there's a difference between English hard rock and American hard rock.
Well, that's true.
Different style, different.
That's true.
You know, but anyway, I think something maybe we could do is a Uncovered Gem. I mean, because Equal One is what the name of the album is. And they got this guy named Simon McBride who plays the guitar on it. And he's with the band now. Dude, he's really good. He's a better fit with Purple than Steve Morse was. This album sounds like old school. I'm going to say it. It sounds like Mark II Deep Purple, the classic lineup, man. I mean,
which is that? Is that the one that does like In Rock?
Yes. That's Ian Gillan, you know, and because Mark
That's my favorite Deep Purple record is In Rock.
Because you got to understand something. The reason why they started doing that is when you got a new lead singer and who's also playing bass, because Roger Glover left the band along with Ian Gillan. So you had Glenn Hughes singing and playing bass, and David Coverdale, which was his huge break. So yes, that's why they do the Mark I, Mark II. That's where that started. It started in the early days because of the fact that, dude, even if you go from their first singer to Ian Gillan, it's a radical change. So I can kind of understand why people
That's
did
fair.
But anyway, I would like to maybe review this album because I think you would like it, Bushy. It's very old school.
Put it on the list. I mean,
it's
for the next couple of weeks, but put it on the list.
Okay, cool, man. Well, we got a lot of stuff.
So yeah, I highly recommend go out buy this record.
By all means, like I said, too much metal for one hand, or too much just. I mean, dude, it's Alice Cooper. Like it's classic, but it's not. One thing I like about this
sounding dated.
Yes, because that was one of my biggest problems with 13. I don't hate on the record like I know some Sabbath fans just, I'm not that hardcore on 13. 13, it's got some decent songs on it, Bushy, but the problem with it is the production makes it sound like it was recorded right in that time. That kind of bothered me because I'm like, I wanted to hear like the way when they did The Devil You Know with Dio, when they called themselves Heaven and Hell, that lineup, it was like that version of Sabbath, the Heaven and Hell band, but with today's technology. I wish Iommi would have produced the album himself, just like he did with The Devil You Know, because I just think it would have been a thicker record. It would have been heavier. Also, I think there were certain songs they were like, well, let's try to recreate Planet Caravan. Let's try to recreate, even though I do like some of those songs. There's a song where Ozzy...
Metal Mike, we are not going down the Black Sabbath hole. We got to get out of here.
But with that being said, but what I'm trying to say is this album, there's none of that. Like, I don't hear this and go, oh, well, that's the Desperado song. Or, oh, that's them trying to do Elected. Or it's not like that. And that's why I'm going down the Black Sabbath hole.
Not even a little bit.
It's because I didn't get that with Sabbath. Exactly. And I definitely didn't get that with Kiss, with Psycho Circus. I didn't get that with the Eagles' last album they did. It was okay. I mean, it was a few good songs, but it's hard, I think, for a legacy band or artist to do what these guys did just now. In my opinion, they pulled it off, man. This is an A+++. I highly recommend this record, especially if you're an Alice Cooper fan. I don't see how, and if you don't like it, if you claim to be a Cooper fan, I gotta be sus. I'm sorry. Usually I don't do that. I don't play that card, but come on, man.
You know, we send praises to, I mean, like the Megadeth Sick to Dying of the Dead. We sing its praises, but we didn't call it perfect. I really think this album is as close to perfection as you can get from a band that especially hasn't recorded together an album.
In what? Over 50 years?
Songs.
It's been 50 years since Muscle of Love. It's been over 50 years.
Yeah, 73, man. It's
what, 53? 52 years at least. Yeah. Depending on when Muscle of Love was released. I mean, damn,
I'm pretty sure it was 73. But I'm here to tell you, I was completely blown away. It's the best thing Alice Cooper's done in a long time.
And you know what I just did today?
Start to finish.
After I finished up some more of my notes.
What's that?
I went to the website. I went to Alice's website, and I ordered the album in physical format to Digipack CD. So I'm hoping the Digipack will have the extra songs. I don't know if it does or not, but I don't care. I love it as is.
If it already does, hook somebody up.
I will totally hook you up.
It's about time to get out of here. I do want to plug something. I went ahead and got BritBox. I like British humor. A lot of times it's very dry. Man, it is hard to find even good clips of Mrs. Brown's Boys on YouTube. I don't know why they have that on such lockdown. But I have seen great clips from that show. That's the whole reason I went ahead and ordered BritBox. If you're a fan of comedy, and if you like Medea, because it's just another dude dressed up like an old lady, it's a sitcom filmed in front of a studio audience. It reminds me of Tyler Perry when he was doing his plays, where they would crack jokes just to mess up the other actors. She, Mrs. Brown, does that throughout this entire series. It's got like 15 seasons in it. I'm on what they call in Britain Series 3. I'm on Season 3. It's absolutely hilarious. Look, it's worth the $8 a month. Just watch Mrs. Brown's Boys, and you've got your $8 worth. You know me, I'm a fan of comedy. I stay on Big Bang and Seinfeld all the time. Mrs. Brown's Boys, it's trying to inch into my number one.
Wow.
On the BBC.
I have to check it out.
It is a great show.
I've been curious about BritBox, and not just because of Mrs. Brown, but other things they have on there. I mean, I'll tell you what. The British put out some really entertaining stuff, man. I mean,
they're doing a good job, and they're not censored like Americans are, because Mrs. Brown's Boys is on regular TV. If you don't like language, you're not going to appreciate it, but understand dialects. They don't say F-U, they say F-E, so it's feckin'. Yes, I know I just swore. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to give you some context here. They'll say shite. They don't say the other word. But every once in a while, you know, there's just, you'll watch the camera run into the guy that plays Mrs. Brown, and she'll take a dive on the floor. And of course, all the other cameras. American comedies are filmed either with one camera or three. This has got like 6 or 8 going. So there's always something going on. They've always got a weird musical number going on. There's a guy that's dressed up in a different costume every single time. It's absolutely hilarious. Well worth the $8 if you watch nothing else. Check out that show. I've got other things to check out because Idris Elba does a cop show that I've got to check out. I love that guy. So what do you got to promote?
Okay, a couple of things. One, Of course, Cranium Radio. Check out all the amazing DJs and check out this guy right here, folks.
Moving.
New time. He's moving to a new time slot, Bush. You want to tell everybody that real quick?
Yeah. My weekends are taken up, so I asked the guys, I'm like, look, man, I'm getting in trouble because I have no weekend left. So I'm moving from Sunday. Sorry, Nell. I saw you sad face it. I'm sorry. Because Nell can't listen to me with me being in that time slot. But I'm moving to Thursday nights, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'll be leading you into the Metallica Cave, which is going to make JD's night when he's hearing like Britney Spears and crap moving into his heavy metal show. Yeah.
Oh, let's be honest, though. You play a lot of heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Though. It's not like.
But as this show airs, the audio version, I will have already done my first Thursday night.
Yes. Yeah, which is
moving
tomorrow.
to Thursdays. Tomorrow
Night. Yeah. So
tomorrow as we're recording. Yeah.
All right, brother. And yeah, so there's that. So I wanted to plug that, and I wanted to plug the station. Make sure you check out all the amazing shows. Check out the Metal Mike Show every Friday from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's not my new slot, but I've shortened things, kind of streamlined things, and so far it's working out really good. And my other thing I want to talk about is, because we're talking about, theatrical metal, shock rock type stuff. There's a band, there's two of them. One's a great doom metal band called Castle Rat. I totally recommend them. But there's this band too, Savage Master, with a female vocalist. Very cool new wave of traditional metal band. Very, very theatrical, as you can see. I mean, check her out. And then you got the band, very, very theatrical, and and I'm a sucker for that stuff. I mean,
sure.
It's funny with me about music. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care if they're guys who just wear blue jeans and t-shirts like Metallica did back in the day, or if they want to wear a freaking huge dildo on top of their head. I don't care. I don't care what a band looks like. It's all about the music for me. That's the first foremost thing. They could literally look like they work at IBM. I could care less, man.
Right.
But I gotta admit, I am a sucker for really cool theatrical stuff, and really, really cool band. Check them out, man.
Absolutely. Man, great show. Let's get out of here.
For real, man. Keep fighting the good fight and stay metal to your dying breath, man.
Absolutely.
God bless.
God bless. Buy vinyl. And we will see you next week.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.